Welcome to Kens Korner Podcast Season 2. It's time. Are you ready? Now here we go with your host, Ken Judge.
Hey everyone, this is Ken from Ken's Korner, and tonight I have a very special guest to me. He is a local promoter and owner of Oshawa Wrestling. I grew up in Ajax, so it's right next to me right there. So I love to go down and see some of the shows, and it's been some real exciting things going on down there. Everyone say hi to Brent Carswell, please. Hi, Brent.
How you doing, guys?
I'm going to start right off, Brent, and here's your first question. Let's start by telling our viewers how Oshawa Wrestling was formed and when you started.
Okay, so Oshawa Wrestling, we just recently started. It's about a year old, year and a little bit, and we were just looking to fill a void after Alpha One left our town, and we just went ahead with it to keep all the guys busy, and it got successful, and now we're just running with it.
Keep talking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Now we're just running with it. So we did have another good promotion that was in town, but unfortunately, it's not running anymore in our area. So we just wanted to keep the same kind of talent going with the same great storylines and bring in the best kind of premium names we could afford. And as it grows, we're able to bring in more special guests.
Yes, I've seen a few of the things that have come through of late that have actually really excited me. You want to tell us about what's exciting happening coming up at Oshawa Wrestling?
Yeah, we actually get to do some work with the legend Roddy Piper's daughter, Teal Piper, and her husband, Damos. And they're coming in from Orlando this Friday, April 28th. And we have an event at the Moose Lodge at 7 p.m. And you're going to get to meet Piper. You're going to get to meet Damos, and you're going to see a great show. We got a great card lined up, and we think it's one you're not going to want to miss. That's for sure.
Do you think you'll see more of House of Heathens in the future?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a couple names we want to continue to bring in and build storylines with, and I think Teal and Damos are going to do really good in Canada. They really haven't made their debut in Canada yet, so we're lucky to have them for the debut. So I think you'll see a lot of them after this. She's a rising star, and they're starting to get real popular.
I actually have my Ken's Korner posse with me here tonight. That's why you might be hearing a few in the background. They're very excited to hear what Brent Carswell is saying tonight from Oshawa Wrestling. So if there is any background, you see me pointing for them to be quiet a bit. It's only because they're excited that you're actually with us here tonight, sir.
That's okay. We appreciate you. You guys are great.
Thank you. We have so much fun when we come out there. And actually, I want to go back to my last event. Your last event that I was at Oshawa Wrestling, and I want to talk about your new Oshawa champion, Holden Albright.
Oh yeah, Holden, he's good. He's earned his spot, and it worked out for him with Turva going out with an injury there, and he had to beat off Rex Atkins, so it's tough in itself to get the victory on him, but. I think Albright has his work cut out for him this match because his first round opponent is Damos. So he has to get by him to advance in the Tournament of Champions. So we're going to find out what happens this Friday.
Actually, I want to add to this conversation that sure. I was actually really surprised to see Danny Orlando enter the ring. I believe he must be your manager. Am I right? Is he your general manager?
So Danny Orlando actually does do general manager work with Oshawa Wrestling, and he was with us for the debut with the Turva Space Monkey championship belt autograph signing. And sometimes will just surprise us. Danny Orlando will just show up. So we kind of like to do those little spots where the fans really don't know who's going to be there.
Yeah.
and we'll keep someone in the back or whatnot. But we like to surprise the fans, so we always got some kind of secret up our sleeve.
Well, you're doing great things over there, because the last event that I was at was my youngest son, Ash. He's 12 years old. That was his first wrestling event. And at first he said, oh, it might be a little violent for him. But by the end, when Danny Orlando announced that on the 28th of this month of April, that your next event was in fact happening, he turned to me and said, Dad, so we're getting front row seats, are we not? So yes, Kens Korner podcast will be at front row with his son Ash this coming event. So we're really excited for that to happen.
We're happy
Thank
to
you
have
very
them.
much. Thank you very much, Brent. Like,
Yeah, no problem at all. Thank you. We appreciate you all. If without the fans, it makes it impossible to do. So that's great.
well, let's talk a little bit about the fans. Your crowd seemed to be getting a little bit bigger and a little bit more excited during the show. I'm hearing some noise.
Yeah, like we're lucky there too. But like the thing with Oshawa, you tell a good story and they'll come. But sometimes you don't know if they're coming. So last show we knocked it out of the park, and like it's tough with indie wrestling to make it all come together, right? With the 2 hour timeline for the event, but we try our hardest to do a good job to keep everybody into it, fast paced matches, not too much just downtime. We want to keep everyone into it, so we try and just book the best talent that can get the job done for it.
Yeah, you seem to be doing a great job, Brent. It seems like you're working tirelessly behind the scenes to create some real entertainment for Durham region. Now, I just want to talk about a couple of wrestlers that I have seen come through your organization and get your opinion. Um, I guess he's now the Durham champion, Gunnar Lang. Can you tell me a little bit about my hometown boy, Mr. Lang?
Yeah, Gunners, he's a good wrestler. He's got the cowboy gimmick. Everyone loves that, and he's just waiting for his next opportunity to get back in there and get the job done. I've worked with Gunner for a long time, so like we just there's only so many spots that you can provide for the wrestlers, so we kind of have roughly say 8 to 16 spots a show. So to build the storyline, it's tough to get everybody a spot, but Gunner will definitely be back in the roster eventually in the future.
That's exciting news for us up here in Stouffville. We do like our Gunnar Lang. Now, my next question is he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I want to talk about Mr. Magnum McLaren, if you can.
Yeah, Magnum, he's a rising star, a young kid, got a good attitude, and he works hard. So I see him; he's out in Florida sometimes doing his thing. Um, Besides that, he doesn't really work Ontario much as of late. I haven't seen him around. Actually, I think he was up in a show in Cornwall.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't see him much around Ontario. I don't really see him much around here anymore. He was around for a bit, but I haven't seen him.
I do know that he wants to come back and entertain his millions and millions of fans, as he calls them, right here in Ontario. He's got some shows coming up, and I would love to see him back at Oshawa Wrestling. That's just a little pitch from the inside from Kens Korner to Mr. Brent Carswell at Oshawa Wrestling.
Yeah, we liked working with Magnum. It's just unfortunate he's not really working in the GTA. I
Yeah.
haven't been able to line up any dates, and I'm sure he's doing good with whatever he's doing. But if he's back in the area, yeah, we'd love to have him.
Thank you very much, Brent.
Yeah, no problem.
What I want to usually do at this point in the interview is I'm going to leave the floor open to you. Do you have any final thoughts on what we've talked here in this interview, or anything else that you want your viewers to see?
Like you guys are doing a great job with what you're doing. You're getting the fans into it, and I remember seeing you guys with some signs at the shows and everything. So like, it's great just to have the support. So we all appreciate that. But besides that, no, just the show's on this Friday. If anybody's out there listening, they want to come, they don't want to miss this show. So Moose Lodge is a good atmosphere, you know. There's hot food, there's drinks, and it's family friendly. So yeah, come on down, check us out.
Do you have a show announcement or a date set planned past that day? It's just a closing question for you, Brent.
June 30th. I can then announce it now, but June 30th will be the next Oshawa Wrestling show. And we're already lining up talent for that show. We're going to find out what happens after the Tournament of Champions to see who wins the tournament and who earns the #1 spot for a title shot. And after that, you know, we can build the roster for that show. But the date is June 30th, and we're going to be back there at the Moose Lodge with there is a special guest coming too. I can't announce who that is yet, but yeah, we got a pretty big name coming June 30th.
Oh, we're looking forward to hear it. Maybe you can announce it October 20. I'm sorry. I'm getting my dates mixed up for some reason.
Okay.
It must be the weather outside, upside down all the time. It feels like October for me. The
Yeah.
Leafs are playing. Everything is snowing over there. But anyway, April 28th, Oshawa Wrestling. Maybe we can hear some update on future plans as of that day. And Brent, I do want that shirt you're wearing, sir. I would like to have an Oshawa Wrestling shirt to hang behind me at Kens Korner for future reference to who I've had been an honor to have on my corner. Thank you so much, Brent.
I'll tell you what, we got a shirt for you on Friday. We'll make sure that we get one for you, and then you'll be rocking one just like me.
I'm looking forward to it. My posse who are chirping here in the background saying, "Where's my shirt? Where's my shirt?" But they're just gonna have to stay. They're just gonna have to stay envious of my Oshawa Wrestling shirt. I had to push him away because I'm the only one that's can have his famous face on this camera right now, other than Mr. Brent Carswell. Only kidding, boys. I love having my posse around. They come and they support me. They're going to travel with me for my event out in Montreal. They love coming out to Oshawa Wrestling. And again, I am honored today to have Brent Carswell on my show. Thank you so much today for being on, sir.
No problem. Thank you. And thank you for everything you do.
Thank you so much. My name's Ken, and I'm from Kens Korner. If you like what you're seeing, just hit subscribe. Like I am on YouTube now. I know we're doing well on Facebook, and I appreciate that. But let's start hitting some subscribes over there and on YouTube land. You have a great day, sir. Love you. See you October 28th, and I want my shirt.
You got it. It'll be there waiting for you. Thanks for your support. We appreciate it.
Thank you.